Jamie calling in from Owasso. Jamie, you are on the Law Show. What can we do for you?
Hi, I have questions about environmental law.
Well, fire
Um, my
away.
city, my city, Owasso, allows open burning, and they have an ordinance that just has time limits, but they do allow recreational burning. I am very ill with like COPD with emphysema and severe asthma, and my doctors at U of M are saying my organs are starting to shut down. When I call the police to ask them to invoke the nuisance ordinance because of the smell, because my person across the street thinks that he has to burn outside in the winter and sit inside and look at it and smell it because he likes the smell, they can't enforce it because they say, it's a city ordinance that he's allowed to do this
Sure, sure.
recreational
Well,
burning.
Jamie, I've been in practice for over 13 years, and I've seen a lot of neighbor disputes come across my way. And you got to be
Mm-hmm.
really sensitive about neighbor disputes because lots of times being able to get the court to pay attention, because usually courts just kind of roll their eyes. They really don't like to deal with neighbor disputes. And if it doesn't go well and you're stuck with that person being across the street, you're stuck with them potentially forever. So you got to tread very lightly. In all likelihood, if what this guy across the street is doing is in compliance with city ordinances, you're not going to get a lot of relief from the local police department. Your much better bet is to sit down with a property attorney, like a real estate attorney, someone who specializes in nuisance law, and perhaps investigate the opportunity of filing a civil lawsuit. Now, again, it's delicate ground to tread, and you got to be careful because you file the lawsuit and you lose. Well, you got that guy right across the street from you. He's really not going to like you, and if anything, he may increase his burning as long as he's in compliance with the city ordinance just to tick you off. So you got to tread lightly, sit down with a lawyer, try and weigh out your options. That lawyer will be able to also advise you, hopefully, about the local idiosyncrasies and habits of the local judge and how they treat these cases. And that's definitely your first step. Consult with a local in your county attorney, and see what their advice is, because getting relief from the police is going to be virtually impossible as long as this guy's in compliance with the city ordinance, okay?
Okay.
Great. Well, thanks for
Um,
calling. Go ahead.
well, if something happens to me, then can the city be sued for gross negligence and because
Well,
of
yeah,
violation of work?
there's something called governmental immunity, and suing a municipality like the city or the state or the government or the police department, it's very complex, and you have to jump through special hoops. Whether or not you have a legitimate claim against the city because you say, listen, because your city ordinance isn't restrictive enough, because of my special medical condition, I'm being injured because of this guy across the street. That's a really tough, complex question to answer that's just not in my field of the law, and you're going to want to consult again with local counsel up there, because suing a municipality should only be done with someone that really knows what they're doing in that field of the law.
Okay, thank you.
Well, thanks for calling the Law Show, Jamie, very much.